The broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Alec Burks is out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Duncan. And it's Middleton in at the three, the small forward. And it's Rondo penetrating. Parsons' shot is off.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
Now here's Rondo. Passes it to Parsons. Lopez a screen. And Parsons kicks to Lopez. 4 on the shot clock. A 3 from Anderson. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Duncan can't hit.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's the dish to Parsons. That's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Parsons got his first 3 points of the game. Dishes it to Faried. Power down with both hands.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Now here's Rondo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Off target from outside. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rondo against Bledsoe. Pass to Middleton. Screen by Faried. Middleton can't get it to go. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
The Nuggets trail. Bledsoe dishes to Duncan. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Lopez with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's Bledsoe. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Duncan. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bledsoe. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Now here's Lopez. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And that one's good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Nets trail by 4. Rondo kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Lopez. Back to Johnson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Now here's Faried. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Rondo kicks to Johnson. The rebound by Middleton. Denver in the lead. Burks with it. Duncan kicks to Burks. Middleton the pass to Fareed. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Outside Rondo. There's a good screen. Lopez right side. That one off the back iron and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Burks. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Here's Rondo. Bledsoe with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Count that one.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Rondo against Bledsoe. Johnson the screen. Rondo kicks to Johnson. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And Bledsoe, here we go. But they get it back. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Rondo after Alec Burks has scored. Rondo dishes to Parsons. Lopez a screen. Parsons attacking. 5 to shoot. On the money with the shot from the left block. Parsons got 7 points in the game.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Screen by Duncan. Back to Bledsoe. Feeds it to Middleton. Duncan outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 7. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The drive by Rondo. Johnson, a wide open look. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Denver leading by 5.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
And it's Rondo penetrating. The open shot by Johnson. Again, the Nets for 2. Kicks it to Middleton. To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. All alone. And Parsons slams it in.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And stolen by Parsons. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist from Parsons. And that's now 11 points for Johnson. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Nuggets trail by 3. Rivers passes to Bayless. And O'Quinn kicks to Rivers. It's deflected. Now here's Crawford. Defense right on him. Takes a 3. Here's Biyombo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He hits both from the stripe. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Rivers kicks to O'Quinn. There's the pick. Looking to end the drought. The rebound by the Nets.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
From deep three-point range. The open shot by Brewer. And again, it's the Nets missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Here's Crawford. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Beyond the arc. The shot is off. And it's Denver the other way. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Here's Rivers. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Rivers has got his first bucket of the night.
He had to battle for that lay-in. Excellent, tough defense, but he found a way to get it down anyway.
Crawford kicks to Bellinelli. There's the steal. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. The pass to O'Quinn. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Crawford. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And here's Rivers. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Tony Snell. Jared Bayless is out there with Rivers. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Pachulia in the center position. Now here's Parker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The Nuggets trail by 3. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Crawford, no luck. Now Rivers. He dishes it to Bayless. The stupendous finish in traffic.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played. Combo dishes to Crawford. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And there's the feed to Snell. Pass to O'Quinn. There's the triple. Brewer grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Crawford outside. Picked away. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score. He can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Now here's Crawford. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Snell kicks to Rivers. Pass to O'Quinn. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jabari Parker. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jared.
Mike Miller's checked in for Tony Snell. To the wing right side. Parker with it. Working on O'Quinn. Parker's shot is off.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Now here's Rivers. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
I'll tell you what, he'll get some of those hustle points if he keeps boxing out like that.
It's Crawford with the drive. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
Rivers kicks to Bayless. From past the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. The Nets making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. There's the pick. Crawford outside. Lopez a screen. to the left side wing. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. That is good. Parker's got his second bucket tonight.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Now here's Bledsoe. He has 5. He kicks it to Middleton. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Brewer with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. And Parker, here we go. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Bledsoe passes to Fareed, and it's sent back by Lopez. Bledsoe against Crawford. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
The offensive rebound. And Fareed kicks to Burks. In transition, here come the Nets. Bellinelli's got the ball. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Parker. Anderson with the block. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. The Nuggets trail by 10.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
There's the pick. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. Here's Bledsoe. 7 points in the game.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game. Some of the best numbers of his career.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Now here's Rivers. Duncan outside. The dish to Middleton. The rebound by the Nets.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Inside. Brewer, good. Brewer's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Here's Rivers. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Nets leading by 10. Crawford with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Nets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Biombo, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Johnson in for Bellinelli. Dishes to Rivers. Pass to Burks. Just 5 to shoot. Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Now here's Crawford. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. He feeds it to Johnson. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Johnson over to help. For 3, Middleton. John Rondo is checked in for Jamal Crawford. Nets leading by 12. Rondo with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Soft touch off the glass. And the Nets lead by 14.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
2 minutes to go in the game. 2.
Rivers dishes to Fareed. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Outside Rondo. Feeds to Johnson. On the wing, Brewer. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one's good. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Assist from.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now here's Rondo. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
And Fareed kicks to Middleton. Fareed the pass to Rivers. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Nuggets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. So he gets them both.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Now here's Rondo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Johnson, that's for 2. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Biombo. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Nets out in front. They lead by 13. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say? Joe Johnson, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? Joe Johnson, an impressive effort here today.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Chandler Parsons out there with Anderson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Talking about Zaza's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Zaza. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Johnson double teamed. Rondo off target at the rim. Kicks it to Snell. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's Rivers. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And finished off by Parsons.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Nets ball.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Outside Rondo. The pass to Johnson. Puts it up from 15. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Parker's checked in for Brooklyn. Bledsoe dishes to Duncan. Lopez with the block. Johnson against Bledsoe. Johnson kicks to Lopez. Stolen by Middleton. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. And the foul on Alec Burks. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Lopez. Rejected by Duncan. And they'll keep possession. Second chance shot. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got his 2nd basket of the night. The Nuggets trail by 13. Bledsoe passes to Duncan. Bledsoe dishes to Fareed.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
Tony Snell's checked in for Denver. Rondo with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Johnson the screen. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist from Lopez. Getting back to Fareed, the numbers through last season tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
That's his 4th personal foul.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Now here's Crawford. He's got 7. High post Lopez. Shot clock at 3. Fader on the way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bledsoe kicks to Snell. Here's Fareed. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 14. Lopez kicks to Johnson. Can't get it to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Bledsoe with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Fareed, right side. Parker against Duncan. Parker passes to Parsons. Crawford, no one around him. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Crawford's got 9. Bledsoe against Crawford. The feed to Fareed. Parker with the steal. On up the court. Johnson gets the bucket. He's got 16.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Bledsoe kicks to Snell. And the 3 off target. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Golden State. Fareed against Parsons. Lopez a screen. Crawford kicks to Lopez. 6 to shoot. They get it back.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Snell. Lets it go from deep. Here's Fareed. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
It's been a nice game for Fareed.
He's got 8 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Biyombo is checked in for Brooklyn. Bellinelli comes in for Joe Johnson. Denver also making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Duncan. Bayless comes in for Burks. And it's Rivers in for Eric Bledsoe. To the inside. Here's Biyombo.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Rivers dishes to Fareed. Here's Bayless. Buries it from three-point range. Bayless has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Crawford passes to Bellinelli. They set the screen to the paint. Biyombo, that's good. Biyombo's got 6.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Rivers kicks to Pachulia. He dishes it to Snell. Parsons with some nice D.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now here's Parsons. He's got 11. Biyombo dishes to Bellinelli. Parsons outside. And that one goes long. The Nuggets trail by 17.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Pachulia. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. Alec Burks checked in for Jared Bayless. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Austin Rivers. Timeout call, the Nets.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
So for the Nets, Anderson comes in for Jabari Parker. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Parsons. The Nuggets also changing it up. Pachulia comes in for Duncan. And it's Kyle O'Quinn in for Kenneth Fareed. Now here's Crawford. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Anderson. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Biyombo.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
So it's Brooklyn now. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Crawford kicks to Anderson. Five on the clock. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
Nets leading by 21. Crawford drives in on the wing. Brewer shoots the three. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Inside, O'Quinn. And the shot is good. O'Quinn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
It's Crawford with the drive. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 19. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Middleton outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Burks. Biyombo with the block. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's Crawford. From past the arc. Crawford missing again. So here's Burks. Out to the right wing. And Bledsoe, here we go. And here at the end of the third quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Brooklyn leading by 19 points. So on the floor for Denver. Rivers out there with Jared Bayless. Then there's Pachulia. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's O'Quinn in the four. The dish to Bellinelli. Fires the three. Denver's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And good on the basket. Book it. And that's now 11 points for Jamal Crawford.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Bayless the pass to O'Quinn. Here's Rivers. Biyombo with the block.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Crawford outside. Crawford missing again. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got it, the fast break chance. And finished off by Rivers.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
He kicks it to Bayless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off a shot. Lets it go from deep. That's tipped. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets leading by 15. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Crawford kicks to Brewer. Dishes it to Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anderson. Outside, Bellinelli. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Bellinelli. Combo dishes to Crawford. Bellinelli with the three. Denver grabs the miss. Pachulia's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Rivers passes to Snell. Bangs home the trifecta.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Anderson outside. Shot to stop the drought.
You could see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that three, but just didn't get it to go.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
It's Crawford with the drive. No good. The Nuggets trail by 8. Rivers with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Pass to Bayless. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And here's Crawford. He feeds it to Biombo. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can't relax yet. I mean, they've still got plenty of work to do here.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. So it's Brooklyn now. 8-point game. Parker kicks to Rondo. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Duncan with the screen for Bledsoe. Feeds it to Duncan. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
A baseline J. No good from Bledsoe. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Rondo. And it's Johnson penetrating. Good on the shot. And the Nets lead by 10.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Fareed's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. Rondo kicks to Johnson. And now the Nuggets fast break. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Rondo. Kicks to Johnson. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Bledsoe dishes to Middleton. Burks. From outside, off the mark.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Rondo passes to Parsons. Lopez a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And Parsons slams it in.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Now here's Johnson, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Fareed against Johnson, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Bledsoe against Rondo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Bledsoe, here we go. And the thing about Eric Bledsoe, he's an absolutely terrific athlete. Insane athletic ability, his speed with the ball, especially Greg in the open court. Remarkable.
Yeah, and when he gets a full head of steam, look out. He goes beast mode, if you will, on the basketball floor. He really, truly is like a running back in the open field.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his third foul of the game. On defense, Denver. Now the pass to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talking about Bledsoe, one area where he has to improve his turnovers. He averaged over 3.5 turnovers a game. You can't be a championship point guard if you're not squeezing the orange.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
And thinking a little bit more about Eric Bledsoe, yes, he could be more efficient, but his combination of points, assists, and rebounds per game is outstanding. If he focuses in and listens to his coaches, we could be talking about him in the upper echelon of point guard.
And the dunk by Parker.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And here's Rondo following the 3 from Alec Burks. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The Nuggets trail by 10. .151 left to play in the final quarter. Fareed goes in, misses from short range.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bledsoe kicks to Fareed. Parker with the steal. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Johnson dishes to Lopez. Rondo passes to Lopez. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. That's 10 points for Brook Lopez.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 12. 1:11 left in the fourth. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
Biombo is checked in for Brook Lopez. Big group substitution here for Denver. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Duncan. Corey Jefferson comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Mike Miller's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Udrich in for Eric Bledsoe.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
Jared Bayless is checked in for Denver.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Brooklyn.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Johnson. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
It's time.